It's Tuesday, March 1st, 2022, and the morning edition is live. On today's show, Prime Minister Davis set to make his first official appearance at CARICOM. It's World Kidney Month. The Fresh Start program is back. And snow cones for good grades. So let's start the morning off right.
The Morning Edition is brought to you by We Buy You Sell Company, your leading hurricane impact windows, doors, and tile specialist.
It's Fat Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday, and the start of the Lenten season. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Edition. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And good morning, everybody. It's March. The best month of the year is finally here. I was waiting on this month now for the last 11 months.
So, only because it's your birthday, right?
Yes, it's the best.
Any plans? No plans?
No, I was just
You're gonna be...
not sure what I'm doing. I'm keeping it all a secret, but whatever I do, you'll be invited. I'm see you all decorated from head to toe. Fat Tuesday. Also, the day before Ash Wednesday, Lent, all those stuff are coming up here. I'm saving this for the after show party that we are having. Yes, it's going to be a great show. We're talking about kidney month this morning. We also have a special guest in studio this morning. Something new is coming to the ZNS airwaves. You have to stay tuned for that. But also, we're going to give away something again this morning, all courtesy of Wicked Wings. This gift certificate right here for some wings. And let's bring that question up on the screen. Which dipping sauce is the most popular among chicken wing lovers? And the number you can call 502-3855, 502-3855. Which dipping sauce is the most popular among LaDawn?
I'm going to say tartar sauce.
LaDawn shames me every morning. I'm saying hot sauce and ketchup, even though she's saying tartar sauce.
I'm saying tartar sauce.
Let's now take it out to the streets where Crystal Darling is standing by with our morning traffic. Chrissy, what do you like on your wings?
Oh, good morning, Fisher and LaDawn, and good morning, Bahamas. No, tartar sauce is not for wings. That's for fish, LaDawn. It's barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is the most popular sauce, I'm sure. Everyone loves barbecue. Now, we're here this morning on Madeira Street and Mackey Street at this T-junction, and I'm here with Officer Patrick Kemp. Good morning, Officer Kemp.
Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Bahamas.
Okay, so could you give us an update on the traffic situation over the last 24 hours?
Well, within the last 24 hours, Crystal, we've had reported some 4 accidents, and that's something that cannot be avoided. These traffic crashes that take place through the streets of New Providence, and it's simply due to the fact that persons are not driving with due care and attention. And so I want to caution the motoring public out there to please be mindful to take your time while you're traveling through the streets to your various destinations and pay attention to any stop signs, any sign markings.
Okay, so Officer Kemp, I want to ask you about buses this morning. So yesterday on the same road, I witnessed a bus cutting through the gas station, this gas station right here, and turning back on the main road. Is it okay for buses to take shortcuts?
Well, Crystal, let me make it clear, especially to the public service drivers, bus drivers in particular, that they ought to stay on their road at all times. All right, it's incumbent on that driver to adhere to the road traffic and regulations. And most times these bus drivers, they are very well aware of these rules. They know they're supposed to remain on road, and they know it's an offense when they come off road. And most times they do that because they want to get ahead of the other bus. And that's a dangerous situation to be in, because you're endangering not only yourselves, other road users, but your passengers on the bus. I want to say to those drivers, please be careful while you're on the streets. You're responsible for your passengers, and remain on road.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Officer Kemp. Back to you in the studio, Fisher and LaDawn.
Thanks a lot, Chris. As you can see, the streets are wet. We are waking up to 68 degrees, partly sunny. Winds west at 5 miles per hour. Humidity 93%. Our intensifying low pressure system northeast of the Bahamas will slowly drag a weak cold front and its associated frontal through the area today. as the low begins to generate sea swells that will impact the northern waters today. For the northwest and central Bahamas, weather variably cloudy and a bit warm, with isolated showers and the chance of lingering thunderstorms, mainly along the frontal boundary and over the Atlantic waters east of the area. For the southeast Bahamas, weather mostly sunny and warm with the chance of a few light showers. Your daytime high temperature 82 degrees Fahrenheit, overnight low of 64. As for Wednesday and Thursday, partly sunny and pleasant on both days. Thursday, expect some clouds here and there. 79 in the day on both days. On Wednesday, dipping to 68 at night, and then on Thursday, dipping to 69.
Regional heads to meet for the first time in 2 years later on today for the 33rd intersessional meeting in Belize. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis will be making his first official appearance at the high-level discussions. Press Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister, Clint Watson, talks about some of the issues on the power-packed agenda.
Regional heads will discuss some of the burning issues, such as climate change. Bahamas is expected to take the lead in that discussion as Prime Minister Davis talks about some of the interventions that should happen in the region and what the Bahamas is doing as we lead in this mandate. There's also discussions that are going to take place about Ukraine. Prime Minister says we can't avoid it. We have to be able to talk about what's happening between Ukraine and Russia and how that will impact the region, particularly tourism. Which brings us to the next point. The Bahamas is, of course, the chairperson for the Special Subcommittee on Tourism, and Prime Minister Davis is expected to talk about the regional position of tourism and what the Bahamas is doing as a leader in the region and what works for us. We'll also talk about COVID-19 here at the conference.
Eastern Europe's growing humanitarian crisis is getting worse by the minute as the war rages between Ukraine and Russia. National Security Minister the Honorable Wayne Monroe spoke about the proximity of any threat, nuclear or otherwise, to the Bahamas. This after a purported social media video which alleged Russian President Vladimir Putin issuing threats against the Bahamas, which has been described by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as fake news.
Sometime last year, there were two Russian nuclear bombers in Venezuela. But if you talk about the release of nuclear weapons, there's very little that you can do here to address that. And we don't have any here to respond. I don't have a clue what one would want to target in the Bahamas. You reach the point where mischievous people have nothing better to do than to sit down and create these things. There are no U.S. nuclear weapons there as far as we're aware. If there are going to be nuclear strikes, one would wonder why somebody would target the Bahamas, and persons just need to stop getting up to mischief.
Important changes in place at the Department of Corrections, including new equipment, technology advances, and attitudes towards prison reform. The U.S. Embassy donated $300,000 worth of detection and communication equipment on Monday as the facility prepares for a major expansion.
This equipment will support the ministry's ongoing efforts to modernize the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services and support Minister Monroe's vision for this facility as a rehabilitative institution that respects the human rights of its prisoners, operates in an efficient and transparent manner.
Illegal migration still very much a challenge for the Bahamas, with Deputy Director of Immigration Dwight Benaby reporting that more than 100 migrants were recently apprehended at sea. Benaby says migration trends remain largely unchanged, although the early months in a year tend to be busy time. The department is working on speeding up the time it takes to repatriate migrants. This as 50 of them are being detained at the Carmichael Road Detention Center.
I just was speaking with Commander Brown from the Defense Force, and they just said that, well, they apprehended 150 somewhere in the southern Bahamas, but that's to be confirmed. We haven't seen any tremendous drop-off in the arrivals of nationals. What we're trying to do in any event, once we get them, see how quickly we can turn around their repatriation, because, I mean, as you know, that it's not really a cheap or an inexpensive venture to house and feed these individuals, and given the current pandemic, you know, we're being mindful of the health of our officers and indeed the health of the detainees.
Meantime, 6 new COVID-19 cases reported in the Ministry of Health's latest release, 5 here in New Providence and the other in Grand Bahama. 2 of the New Providence cases have a travel history within the past 14 days. Hospitalizations are down to 18, with just 2 of those cases in the intensive care unit. 5,931 cases remain active. Health and Wellness Minister, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, condemning the production of fake vaccinated cards. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has learned that some printing companies and other entities that produce cards have been fraudulent, producing vaccination cards that purports the cardholders been vaccinated in countries abroad. A release confirmed that the Bahamas has no authorization to issue vaccination cards on behalf of another country. Persons found in possession or producing these cards are guilty of an offense relating to the false printing of documents. Printing companies or other entities are being ordered to stop producing these cards or risk facing legal consequences.
We're on the road again this coming Friday on the morning edition. LaDawn Davis and I, 7 o'clock.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
I can't wait. A lot of pineapple. I just can't wait to devour this pineapple.
We are sipping on coconut water. Friday morning, you don't want to miss it. We're coming to you live from the TV Island.
Keep it locked.
Cable Bahamas Group of Companies is celebrating women in technology. We're taking this opportunity to pause and highlight the leading ladies in information, communication, and technology who are breaking stereotypes and shattering glass ceilings. We hope you'll join us in honoring the tremendous girl power that keeps our community connected.
There's a spark of greatness in each of us. That spark is called personality. Individual gifts and talents provide the fuel to set that spark ablaze. Each child has the right to an education which values their personality and nurtures their talents, while teaching them to be respectful to their parents and their cultures.
It's World Kidney Month, and of course, the Morning Edition will join forces with health experts and victims to discuss the severe impact of kidney disease on them and their families. This morning, we are joined live by the spokesperson for the Bahamas Kidney Foundation, Tamika Roberts. Tamika, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Thank you. Good morning, LaDawn, and good morning, Bahamas.
It's March, Tamika, and I know that you're excited to get out there and educate Bahamians about kidney disease. So tell us a little bit about what is kidney disease.
Well, kidney disease, LaDawn, is something that affects the kidneys. You have where some persons we have different stages of kidney disease. We have stages from 1 to 5, so there are different levels. But when persons are in kidney failure, when they go on dialysis or when they need a transplant, they are in total kidney failure, so they have no functions of the kidneys.
And what are some of the activities planned for this month?
Well, we have a whole slew of activities planned for this month, LaDawn. We're starting off on Sunday at 4 with a series of webinars. And these webinars will be held by health professionals in the area, nephrologists, locally and abroad. And we want persons to join in. We also have an essay and video competition going on for our high school students. And we hope that it is exciting, and that will focus mainly on patients that are going through the dialysis program, patients that have been affected by kidney disease. And so we have that as well. Also, LaDawn, this month, the Bahamas Kidney Association will be introducing our support group sessions. And we have a psychologist who has put together a special program just for our kidney patients. And we hope that they will join us. All of the information can definitely be found on our website. And we would want definitely, because of COVID conditions, persons to register for the support group sessions. But all of the webinars are online, and they can also find the link information on our website.
So talk to us a little bit more about some of the educational programs the association has, and how effective has the association been over the years?
Well, over the few months from last year into this year, LaDawn, I can tell you that what the association has been doing, kidney alerts. We've been going out each month at various spots in the Bahamas, just testing persons for high blood pressure and and glucose. And LaDawn, we have found that some persons have actually, from those testings, found out that they do have high blood pressure, that they do have diabetes, and we have our medical professionals, doctors and nurses, who would then advise them and can guide them into their next steps. And so those were some of the things that we have done. We've also had webinars on what's fueling your veins, which is an informative talk based on diet and nutrition for kidney patients. There are foods that are kidney friendly and foods that are not. So we've had our dietitian as well doing webinars to educate the population on the best ways that they can care for their kidneys.
And I know on Friday we must wear a special color. Tell us a little bit about that and why was that color chosen?
Yes, LaDawn. We are asking for the entire Bahamas to join in with the Bahamas Kidney Association and to wear green on Fridays. To wear green, tag us on Instagram, Facebook, or on TikTok, and just show your support to those that are affected by kidney disease. We definitely want to highlight those that are affected, and we want to bring them to the forefront. They go through so much, LaDawn. It's so much up and down emotions, going to dialysis sometimes 3 times out of the week, 4 hours a day. So definitely this month we want to show our support, show our love, wear green, and be a little kinder, I guess, or just sometimes they need an encouraging word. We just want to make sure that our dialysis patients feel the love from the entire Bahamas this month.
And Tamika, the team here on the Morning Edition will be adorned in green on Friday. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Edition, and all the best to you and your team this month.
Thank you.
After nearly a 2-year hiatus, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture's Fresh Start program is back. Over the next 16 weeks, several young Bahamians will gain new skills that will prepare them for the job market.
Andre Minus and Rakesh Kulmer are among the 40-plus Bahamians expected to undergo intense training in various sectors over the next 16 weeks as part of the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture's Fresh Start program. These young Bahamians are excited about participating in this new adventure.
It was my intent to be able to further my skills, be able to further my education, be able to further my career as a person, make myself more marketable. It's very hard for these opportunities to come by now these days. And once you don't have that scholarship in place, you have to strap and claw and fight your way through for every opportunity that comes by.
For being a part of the Fresh Start program, it's my first time. And I look forward to learning and developing at the end of the program. I would love to have my own business.
Youth Officer Shonda Roberts says she couldn't wait to be in the presence of the participants and is hopeful for a successful program.
We tried Zoom for 2020 and realized that it did not work. I want to admonish you and encourage all of you to embrace the opportunities that will lie in the front of you. Our minister, our honorable minister, and our PS has dedicated, or they've committed to $2,500 to each of you. And you will be trained in various skills, including beauty trades, culinary and baking, office procedures and web design, and of course, mixology.
Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg, says he can identify with the participants' experiences and explained why this program is so significant.
And the whole purpose of this program was to allow students like yourself to have that opportunity to be able to be productive citizens in this country and be able to have affordable employment that will allow you to take care of yourselves and your family. I've been there, done that, seen it happen. But the road to success is not easy. It's a hard hill to climb. And I'm a testimony of that. But if you believe, half of believing is success. Once you believe in what you want to do, you automatically gain that success.
We head to the break. We take a look back at today in Bahamian history. On March 1st, 1840, the Royal Bahamas Police Force was formed with a contingent of 16 men who were formerly night guards. Also on this day in 1990, United States President George Bush recommended that his Congress certify the Bahamas for cooperating fully with the United States anti-drug efforts the previous year.
music producer and recording artist Katya joins us next time on Journey TV. Katya shares her journey of healing and self-discovery, which gave her the tools to thrive through anxiety and the courage to share her music with the world. Don't you miss this inspiring story. Tune in Thursdays at 8 p.m. on ZNS. Journey TV, we share life's truths.
One of the things that the church must be aware of, that this is no seat time and season for us to get so deep and holy that we can't hail folk who hurting next to us. We can't hail the people in our neighborhood. We can't see how hungry they are. We can't get too deep, brothers and sisters, and so anointed that we forget that if someone hurt you, you gotta forgive them.
Sundays at 8:30 a.m. on ZNS TV 13.
Seasoned entrepreneur and philanthropist Lincoln Deal joins us next time on Journey TV. Tune in to hear some of his greatest fights and failures and how these were turned into his biggest wins because of his relentless pursuit to fulfill purpose. Don't you miss this powerful episode. Tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on ZNS. Journey TV, we share life's truths.
We have a surprise guest in studio today, premiering on the ZNS Network. It's the final word from 4 to 6 o'clock Monday to Friday on 1540 AM, 104.5 FM, and they will be starting to simulcast next week. Who's in studio this morning? Ortland H. Bodie Jr. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Edition.
Good morning, my brother and my sister. I just want to say a special good morning to the entire Bahamas. It's a pleasure to be here with you this morning.
Well, tell us about what can fans and listeners expect from the show that airs this afternoon.
Well, let me put it like this. We are starting the show today, and I'm looking forward to interacting with the Bahamian people. We're going to have a smorgasbord of issues that we're going to be talking about. Things like marital rape, things like the legalization of cannabis, things like the continued pandemic in the country, and whether or not we need to consider a paradigm shift in the way we have been doing business in the country. For instance, a ton of Bahamians are not savvy in the digital age. We need to correct that quickly and promptly. And we are going to have a number of guests coming in, and we are hoping to have some of the politicians across the board, with management's permission, of course. But I have found that over the years as a talk show host, the various facilities, our homegrown politicians have an aversion to appearing on talk shows to explain to the public what they're doing, why they did it a certain way. But we hope to correct all of that going forward.
The final word, that's the name. Is it the final word?
Well, the final word, I don't want to sound egotistical or like a narcissist, but the fact is that the show I'll be hosting will be the final show of the day. And a lot of people believe that I have so much to say that whether they agree with me or don't agree, the fact of the matter is that it will be the final word with the listening audience, the viewing audience, not necessarily with myself, but it will be the final word.
Now, all talk shows seem to be the same. What difference can you say your listeners will be able to tune into?
Let me put it like this. Again, all I can say is that this particular talk show will be on the cutting edge, and the Bahamian people can expect so much different than what they've been getting before. We're going to take no prisoners. We want no captives. We are simply going to elevate the Bahamian people the best we're able to do.
Well, thank you, Mr. Ortland H. Bodie Jr. for joining us once again 4 to 6 o'clock this afternoon on 1540 AM and 104.5 FM.
Thank you so much.
The road is coming. Yes, the road is coming. LDV again this coming Friday.
Just road. I can't wait. I see that we do have some new initiatives here at Tiki Hut from the last time that we've been here. So I can't wait to cut some coconut, to go steel drumming.
Taste a sip of this coconut water.
Ooh, it looks good.
At the Tiki Bikini Hut.
And we're coming here this Friday. All viewers, we want you to tune in 7 o'clock sharp. You don't want to miss it.
by storm, calling the afflicted, calling all souls in despair. Welcome to the Voice of Deliverance telecast from the ministry that is reaching out all over the land, delivering souls and changing lives.
The Voice of Deliverance. We're on the move for the Lord. The Voice of Deliverance. We've got a message from the Word.
A 10-year-old student is encouraging her peers to get good grades by providing them with a special treat on Saturdays for doing just that. The morning team caught up with her to talk about the event and how you can get involved.
We have strawberry pineapple, we have ginger pineapple, we have cherry, fruit punch, and strawberry.
For Malaya Gordon, whipping up snow cones from her machine in exchange for A's is an academic booster she says her peers need in order to excel in this COVID environment. The sixth grader of Eva Hilton Primary School and kid entrepreneur says, although the initiative has not been going as well as she would like, she hopes to attract exceptional students looking for a good incentive.
We just started it in late November, and because of the online platform, children aren't really doing too well, so it's been a bit rocky with the initiative. Be more attracted if we started like tutoring sessions to help them get good grades. And I actually did start a tutoring session for students my age.
And this kid entrepreneur with a sweet tooth has a lot more to offer than just the thirst-quenching snow cones.
Occasionally I do some cupcakes. The cupcakes really help the business out, but mostly I would just do snow cones.
How often do you do the snow cones?
I do them every Saturday.
Rose student whose business jump-started in the height of the pandemic shared why getting a good quality education is so important.
I would just like to say to work hard and be motivated towards getting good grades, because a proper education is crucial to getting a good job and being successful in life.
Well, Donald, today's Fat Tuesday is also Shrove Tuesday, marks the last day before Lent, a period of 40 days whereby Christians traditionally fast or give up certain foods. I don't know what you're giving up, but I'm giving up arguing. But the last day of Carnival and the day before Ash Wednesday is Fat Tuesday. It's the intertwining of a period of festivals and feasts that lead to a time of fasting and reflection. Also, it's Share Smile is observed annually on March 1st, and it's a day that encourages us to be a little bit more joyful. It was created in 1997. This day has inspired people to share a smile with everyone and they encounter. And today also recognizes the Domestic Pig Day. This holiday includes events and celebrations at zoos, schools, nursing homes, and sporting events around the United States. Big parties, big parades, big gatherings, and everything big with thing. Now, this trivia we got, before we get to what's up today, else today is the Wicked Wings winner here today. The answer is ranch. We didn't have a winner, so.
See, I said Tara, but it was close, right? See?
Okay, so it's also, so we're hearing now in my ears that the winner is Teresa Hanna. So Teresa Hanna, you can pick up your gift from the Broadcasting Corporation. And today is also National Peanut Butter Lovers Day, the creamy nutty goodness. And this morning we're going to have our traditional breakfast. Last week we had grits and ice cream. Now this morning we're having peanut butter and bacon.
Don't judge me, guys. Please don't judge me. This is going to be...
This is your bacon there.
Oh, Lord.
This is the bacon.
For sure. It's only because I'm trying to be a good sport.
You just say you can eat it with anything. This is the peanut butter.
I'm going to eat this today.
On the bacon. And I love my hot sauce.
Oh boy, ready?
Yeah, you can try it.
Okay, ready?
So this morning for breakfast, I'm having peanut butter bacon with hot sauce.
It's good.
My recipes are going worldwide.
It's
worldwide.
Good. Yeah. It's good.
You want some, Randy? Bristol? Peanut butter and bacon.
Yeah. Good. And be sure to stay tuned to the ZNS Network for news as it happens, TV and radio updates throughout the day. Then you can tune into the Northern Edition at 6:30 and the Bahamas Tonight with Makushla Pinder at 7. And that's it for us this morning. We're going to continue with this peanut butter and bacon. Have a great morning, everybody.